Good morning, class. So may I request everybody to please all be stand and let's start our day with a prayer. And may I call on Miss Diane to lead us for a prayer. Amen. So again, good morning, class. How are you today? Is it good so far? How about you, Maria? Do you feel good? Okay, that's right. So now, let me check first the attendance. Say present once I call your name. Okay? So let's start. Diane, Apilan, and lastly, Miss Santos. Very good. Everybody is present today. So class, before we proceed to our lesson for today, let's have first a review or a recap of what we have done or discussed last meeting. So again, our topic is all about what? Last meeting, our topic is all about presentation and analysis of data. So again, how are we go, what are we going to analyze or interpret data? We're going to use what? We're going to use, very good, a graph. We're going to use a graph. And last meeting, we discussed about different kinds of graph. And what are those 5 graphs that we have used and the presentation and analysis of data? We have, very good, a line graph. Another one, pictograph, pie graph, histogram, and bar graph. Very good. I can really see that you learned something from our previous lesson. And I think you're now ready for a new lesson for today. Okay, class, who wants additional points? How about you, Fernando? Do you want points? Yeah, that's right. So many of you want additional points, right? So class, I have a picture here. Thus, I want you to analyze this picture and I will ask someone to share what they have observed in this picture. For those who will try to answer, they will have an additional points in recitation. So let's begin. So class, what have you observed in this picture? Yes, a drawing. Any other answer? Yes, a color. Any other answer? Yes, a height. Yes, very good. Exactly, a height. As you can see, there are 5 drawings here and each drawing has a corresponding height. And what can you say about the height? Is the height arranged properly or not? Yes, the heights are arranged properly because the heights are arranged from increasing order or from lowest to highest. So now class, who wants to go to the board and solve for the average height of these 5 drawings? Yes, Sarah. You may now proceed. Yes, very good, Sarah. Our average height is equals to 168 centimeter as the average height because Sarah, she will get the average of this by getting the sum of these drawings and divide it by 5 because 150 plus 160 plus 170 plus 180 plus 180 is equals to 840 and divide it by 5, then we have 168 centimeter as the average height. So now who wants to go to the board and underline or encircle the middle value? Yes, Fernando. You may now proceed. Very good, Fernando. Fernando underlined 170 centimeter as the middle value because 170 centimeter are placed in the middle of this drawing. So now, class, what are the values or the height that are repeated in this drawing? Yes, as you can see, 180 centimeter as the repeated height. So class, from our activity, for this activity, who could guess our lesson for today? How about you? How about you, Sarah? An average? How about you, Jason? A middle value? I need more specific answer. Yes? A measures of central tendency. So class, our lesson for today is about the measures of central tendency. For today's lesson, I'm going to introduce to you the three most common types of measures of central tendency. And that is the mean, the median, and the mode. So class, but before we proceed to our discussion about the measures of central tendency, let's have first an activity. Class, take note that at the end of the activity, I'm expecting that you already have an idea and you're now able to define these three measures of central tendency. Is that clear, class? Okay, very good. So class, I want you to group yourselves into three groups. So group 1 will sit here, group 2 will sit here, and group 3 will sit at the back. At the count of 5, you're now in your groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay class, since you're now in your group, I will give each group an activity. For group 1, here's your activity. Group 2 and group 3. Okay, very good. Okay class, while doing the activity, please don't make unnecessary noise and make sure that all members of the group should participate in a group activity. Is that clear class? Okay, very good. So I will give each group 5 minutes to finish the activity, and after that, choose a representative to present your work. So you may now work with your group. You may now start. Okay class, time's up. Stop what you are doing right now and may I call on group representatives to present their work. So let's start with group 1. Group 1, please proceed. Thank you, group 1. How about you, group 2? Please proceed. Thank you, group 2. And last, group 3. Are you ready? Yes, you may now proceed. Very good, group 3. You all guys are very good for this activity. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. Class, you all did well in our activity a while ago. So it's time to move on to our discussion for today. Class, are you ready to listen? Yeah, that's right. Ask your classmate if they are now ready to listen. Okay, very good. Now you are now ready to listen. Let's start our discussion for today. From our activity a while ago, I know that you already have an idea of what is a mean, a median, and a mode. So any one of you wants to define a mean? Anyone? Yes, Gilbert. A mean is usually referred to, yes, average. Take note of the word average, class. Class, let us read. Mean, it usually referred to the average of the given data set, and mean is the sum of the values in a set of data divided by the number of values is what we call a mean. Let's have an example for this. Let's say we have 18, 25, 13, 27, and 46. But take note class, in order to get the mean again, we're going to get the sum of all the values and divide it by 5. Then we have 18 plus 25 plus 13 plus 27 plus 46 is equals to, yes, 129. And 129 is being divided by the number of values. And how many values we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then 129 divided by 5. Then we have, yes, very good, we have 25.8. And 25.8 is written in a decimal form. Therefore, we're going to get the, yes, we're going to get the nearest tenth of 25.8. Therefore, we have 26. And 26 is our, yes, very good, is our average or a mean. So let's try another example. Let's say we have 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Who wants to go to the board and solve for the mean? Yes, Sarah. Yes, you may now proceed. Okay, very good, Sarah. Our mean is, according to your classmate, our mean is 15 because 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 20 plus 25 is equals to 75. And 75 is divided by the number of values, which is 5. Then we have 15. Very good, Sarah. So, class, any question? Okay, that's right. So let's move on to the next, which is the median. Again, who wants to define a median? Yes, Fernando. A median is placed in the middle of data set. Yes, very good. And class, let us read. The median of a set of data is the middle value when the set of data are arranged in order. Class, take note that in order to get the median, we're going to arrange first the given set of data in order to get the middle value or the median. Let's have an example for median. Let's say we have 14, 13, 17, 15, and 16. Again, we're going to arrange the set of data. It's either from increasing order or from decreasing order. So, may I call on Miss Santos? Miss Santos, kindly recite the proper arrangement of the set of data. Yes, we have 13, next 14, 15, and 16, and 17. So from this arrangement, who could guess our middle value? Yes, very good. It's 15 because 15 are placed in a middle of a set of data. Very good. So class, let's have another example for our median. Let's say we have 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, and 90. As you can see, our set of data are already arranged from increasing order or from lowest to highest. Very good. So, as you can see, class, we have 84 and 86 as our middle values. Since our middle values falls between 84 and 86, what are we going to do in order to get our median? Yes, we're going to add 84 and 86 and divide it by 2 in order to get the median. So therefore, we have 84 plus 86 is divided by 2, since we have 84 plus 86 is equals to 170. And 170 divided by 2, we have 85. Therefore, our median is 85. Is that clear, class? Any question for median? None? Yes, very good. So let's now move on to our last measure, which is the mode. Mode. Again, what is the mode? What is mode? Who wants to try? Yes? Yes, Aldrin. Yes, our mode is the most often numbers in a set of data. Very good. So class, let us read the full definition of the mode. Mode, it is the number of items that appears most often in a set of data. It is the number and item with the highest tendency. Take note, class, that our mode is the most often numbers and has the most highest tendency in our set of data. Let's have an example for our mode. Let's say we have 8, 10, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, and 11. And please, Romel, kindly recite the proper arrangement for the set of data. Then we have, yes, we have 8, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10, and 11. As you can see, we have 10. And what can you say about the 10? Is the 10 is our mode? Yes, 10 is our mode because 10 is the most often numbers and the highest tendency in this set of numbers. Let's have another example for our mode. Let's say we have 12, 14, 14, 15, 16, and 17. For this set of numbers, what should be our mode? Since the set of data is already arranged properly, what is our mode? Yes, we have 14. So 14 as our mode because 14 is the most often numbers and has the highest tendency. Very good. Class, I noticed that you learned faster from this activity and I'm so happy for that. Class, is there any clarification, questions for the measures of central tendency? None. So, very good. So class, since there is no more questions, let's have a recap of what we have discussed this morning. So again, the three measures of central tendency are the mean, median, and the mode. Again, how are we going to get the mean of a given set of data? We're going to, yes, very good. We're going to get the sum of a set of data and divide it by the number of, yes, divide it by the number of items. And how about for median? Yes, we're going to arrange first the set of data and the middle values should be our median. And what if we have two middle values for median? And how are we going to get for solve for a median if we have two middle values? We're going to, yes, we're going to add the two middle values and divide it by 2 in order to get the median. Very good. And how about for mode? What are the things we have considered in finding the mode? Yes, very good. We have to determine the most often numbers and the numbers that has the highest tendency. Has the highest tendency. Very good. So you all did understand our lesson for today, class. So let's have a activity. This activity is done individually. So class, since there is no more question and you all understand the lesson, please get one whole sheet of paper and answer the following questions. Class, you're now ready to answer these questions? For number 1, you're going to define mean, median, and mode. And for number 2, you're going to answer these problems. For number 2, Noel got these grades on his 7 subjects: 86, 84, 83, 85, 87, 88, and 85. There are 3 questions you have to answer in this problem. First, what is Noel's average? Or you're going to solve for the mean of Noel's grade. And for number 2, what subject did in the middle of Noel's grade? And lastly will be, is there any subject? Is there a subject that has the same grade? If yes, what are those subjects? You may now proceed. I will give you 10 minutes to finish the activity. You may now start. Okay, class, are you done? Okay, very good. You may now pass your paper forward. Okay. So may I call on Miss Secretary? Miss Secretary, who are you? Okay. Miss Secretary, kindly give your classmate a copy for this because this will be your assignment next meeting. And class, listen, please coordinate with your secretary for your assignment to be submitted for tomorrow. And class, let's call it a day and goodbye class. See you tomorrow.